Hi everyone and welcome back, and in today's video you probably can already tell by the title, I just want to share a life update with you guys. I am pregnant. So in this video I'm going to be talking about how I found out, and then you'll see video updates week by week. Also, I'll be doing a first trimester update, just one lump sum, and then a second trimester update, one lump sum as well. You'll see baby clothing hauls on this channel, gender prediction. I plan on doing a gender reveal. So if you don't want to miss any of that, subscribe, but let's get right into how I found out I was pregnant. Okay, so how I found out I was pregnant, this was back in March of this year. So a few days before I was supposed to get my period, I had some pain in my breast, which you know is normal. The only thing that was a little bit different this time, I just had the pain on one side. I usually get the pain in both sides. I really didn't think too much of it though. I just figured my period was coming on. So also I experienced some bloating, which that is normal. So I didn't think anything out of the ordinary for that either. One thing though that was a little bit out of the ordinary while I was experiencing these symptoms, and I normally do, they were coming on a little bit later than I usually would get them. Like usually I would get PMS symptoms a little bit sooner before expecting my period, but for this particular month, while the symptoms had come, they were a little bit later than I had thought. But honestly, at the time, I really didn't think anything of it. So something else that I noticed that was a little bit different is my nipples were super sensitive, and that really doesn't happen. So I really didn't think anything too much of that either. I just thought that was another PMS symptom. And then also I remember that I do get nausea sometimes, a PMS symptom. So I was a little bit nauseous before finding out, and it was a little bit stronger than usual. I didn't throw up, because that's something I don't do, but I just chalked that up again to just another PMS symptom, my period's coming on. Something else I noticed too is where I used to live, I had stairs, and I'd be so winded just coming up one flight of stairs, and I was like, man, I know I'm out of shape, but I didn't think it was this bad. I gotta do something about it. So I was really out of breath, and I just thought, I'm just out of shape, I need to start working out. So now leading up to the day that I was expecting my period to actually show up. So that particular day I had a little bit of red blood. So I just assumed, okay, my period's off to a slow start, but it's here now. So this was at night. So I went to bed. The next morning I woke up, put in my menstrual cup, my Diva cup, which is what I have, by the way. If you're interested in that, check that out in the link below in the description. So I put the Diva cup in the morning, and then when I went to empty it later in the day, there was no blood in the cup. I thought that was really strange. So I was just like, okay. So I just went ahead and put on a panty liner just to wait for the flow to pick up. So what I hadn't noticed though is that I actually hadn't bled for another 2 days after that while I was wearing this liner waiting for my flow to pick up. The spotting though did come back probably about the day after that, so that's what, probably like 4 days into what I thought was supposed to be my period. And then it just remained spotting for the next week, so every day I'm like, okay, so I've got this little bit of blood, my period's gonna come, the flow's gonna get heavier like it always does. That never happened. So during this time too, my nipples were still really sensitive, and like I said, that usually doesn't happen to me either. So that's when I started to suspect something here is out of the ordinary. So this is probably about, at this point in time, about a week and a half after I had expected my period to start. So, you know, just to rule out the possibility of being pregnant, I went and bought a pregnancy test. So This was after work one day. It was a Friday, I remember. I came home, went straight to the bathroom, took the test, and I see, I peed on the test. I didn't dip it in the cup, so I peed on the test, put the cap back on. As the urine's going across the test, I see the first line pop up. So then I get really nervous because how it was a first response test, and how those tests work, if you're not familiar, 2 lines mean you're pregnant, 1 line means you're not. However, the first line is the test line, the second line is the control line. So the test line popped up really strong, really fast, and then I saw the other line come in, and I just could not believe what I saw. I was like, this cannot be right. I cannot be pregnant. This cannot happen to me. So of course, like, I had a small breakdown because I was just in complete shock. So at this point, I had calculated that I was actually 4 weeks and 6 days. So, and then of course I told my boyfriend. He was really happy. I was still a mess because I was very emotional. But that is how I found out that I was pregnant. So these are the prenatals I've been taking throughout the pregnancy. The Spring Valley that you can get at Walmart. Also, I have bought these Kroger ones. This is actually my second bottle. It got warped, so I'm not taking these anymore since they got ruined. But if you have any suggestions on prenatals, or if there's, just let me know what type of prenatals you're using or which ones you like. Because of course I'd like to explore different ones as well. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below because I would love to answer them. If you have any comments, please leave a comment as well. Or just anything that you want to discuss, just let me know in the comments. Like this video if you like what you saw, and also give this video a like because I want to do more updates. I just want to make sure that people actually want to see this type of content on my channel. So please like if you like what you saw, share with a friend, subscribe again so you don't miss another video, and thank you so much for watching.